I could not accommodate all of you in my house, then I thought better to come here. All of you would be there. And today is the last day for our Sahaj Yogis. We have to understand certain very, very important things about ourselves and our organization that is divine. Now, broad lines I can tell you, not individual problems and individual things, because you are no more individuals now. You have become part and parcel of the divine being, and you are awakened cells. And so, in a broad way, we must understand what we have to do about it. First thing, we have to know that we are realized souls. And that you have got realization, and that you are saints. That you have all the powers that a saint could have. No saint ever had more powers than you have, as it is, which is manifesting. No saint had any knowledge that you have today. You'll be amazed. None of the books which have been written so far have been able to tell you about the spiritual being that is within you, as you have come to know through Sahaj Yoga. One has to accept it. It is so. Any one of them, whosoever has written any books, even I would say Adi Shankaracharya, he could not explain so many things which you know. But the quality of Adi Shankaracharya is very great, or people of his type, Markandeya or Buddha. The quality is very high because they are extremely pure people. Purity. They have achieved individual salvation of a very high degree, while you have achieved your collective salvation better. But individually, they are of a very, very high quality. I mean, they had no doubts about divine power, they had no doubts about God. They never had any doubts, and they were very dignified. And they never bothered as to their petty problems of life. For them, this was too petty to think about. Anything which is so petty, we spend so much time over it. I know we had to do it because, after all, we are human beings and are being into Sahaj Yoga with our human awareness, and then we got our realization. So the purification time is very, very short, and while they had such a lot of time to purify themselves. Now, for example, Moses was an incarnation, a very pure form of a personality, or you can say Jesus was an incarnation, absolutely purest form of incarnation. But they are there to be our ideals. While what we have done is to become from human beings a prophet. So you understand both the things very well. What the weaknesses human beings have, what are their problems, how they get away from reality, how they are deluded. But still, we do not use our vibratory power as we should use. This is what point I want to tell you, that you all have vibratory powers. When we start using our vibratory powers also, we do not know what dignity, protocol we should have for using this power. It is the power of the deities within us. And it's a ritual by which we get their power working in us. Like, as you know that people of ancient times did lot of miracles through this power, but they were very dignified people. There was no frivolousness in their character and not useless problems within them, absolutely of no spiritual value. When you use your vibratory awareness, you should not use them for useless powers, like, say for example, going to a cinema and there's a traffic and you think that there's a traffic, so you must use your vibratory powers to reach that place. Because it's frivolous, it does not matter. In Sahaja Yoga, it does not matter whether you go to a cinema or not. What matters is what are your spiritual powers. How far you have come in your spirituality. It does not matter at all. You are a saint, and what saintliness you are achieving within you is the main problem. Otherwise, all the rest of the things that you have has no meaning, or all these problems have no meaning in spirituality. So all the Sahaja Yogis must realize that you are now newly born and you are people of new awareness, and you have to have that dignity. For example, people, I'll just give an example because I was discussing with someone today, that when you give somebody a sort of a bandhan, you just turn your hand like this or like that. This is not the way it should be done. Your hands itself are to be respected because these are the hands of a saint. And all the deities resides on your hands and fingers. So when you have to give them bandhan or anything, you have to use them properly. Use them in such a way that it's dignified to do it. Anything indignity or cheap behavior should be absolutely avoided. Then dealing with each other, you have to know that you are all now in the circulation of divine power. You have to respect each other and really love each other. You must respect because you are all saints. Every saint must respect another saint. That's the minimum of minimum. And if you do not respect each other, your chakras will go out of order, especially Vishuddhi, because it's the collective thing. And also mother's chakra will go out because your sense of security is your collectivity. And the love between each other has to be not only looked after, but is to be nourished and to be worshipped and to be, it should be a virtue. You should not treat each other as human beings treat each other. No, it's a precious thing. And even while talking to anyone, very close, say your brother, sister, husband, wife, you must respect. You must respect. Otherwise, it has no meaning. You must respect your parents much more than you ever respected because they are Sahaja Yogis, because they are saints and they are your parents. Respect is the keynote of relationship with each other to begin with. And respect without love has no meaning. Respect and love for each other. For somebody is highly placed in life, somebody is lowly placed in life. In Sahaja Yoga, it does not matter. How much you earn, what is your position in life, where you live is not important. The main important thing is that we are one, and we are the people who have become now prophets, and we are the ones who have got the powers to raise the Kundalini of others. And such a power has come into us because our mother loves us very much. And it is our duty that we should love each other. And how I respect you? I need not, because you know that there's a big gap between you and me. But I respect you because you are saints. And where the saints are not respected, that country goes to dogs. So first of all, you must learn how to respect each other. And that is a very, very important training we should have. Whether he is your husband or wife, whether he is your brother or sister, father, mother or child, because he is a saint. Respect. But I do not know how you will react to this one, that immediately you start thinking about people who do not respect you. Think how many people you do not respect. It's a typical ego-oriented reaction that immediately we start thinking, oh, that man does not respect me, that man does not respect me. But just think how many people you have not respected yourself. When I am not here, I am here much more. I have not been to Australia, and you know how tremendously these people have come up, so pure and so good and so fantastic. But that has not happened in so much here, because I have to work really labor here. Not that England is that bad, but all the time to feel that mother is around, we'll put all of our problems to her and she can solve it. Even small problems you bring to me is all right. But now you are capable of solving your problems as well as solving the problems of others. Unless it is something fundamental, you need not bother about me, and you need not also ask me about it. You can go ahead with it. But you must think everything in the terms of Sahaja Yoga, by which, how much by that you are doing for Sahaja Yoga, how much you are working out for Sahaja Yoga. This was the meeting of the Sahaja Yogis today. And fundamentally, we have to understand one thing, that we have to grow and we have to let others grow with our growth. Not by curbing our growth, but with our growth. You will only grow if you make others grow with you. Otherwise, there will be no growth. Now, whatever I say goes into the books, sometimes into the brains of the people. It has to go into the heart. Whole Sahaja Yoga system works on the heart. That is the spirit. Spirit is the thing I'm talking about. If the spirit is happy by that. Some people, I'm told, are using their hands like a weapon and all that. This is very dangerous. You are not supposed to do all this for yourself. You are still saints. You are not yet gods. So don't try such things. Some people have a habit of also hitting a person with the hand like that. In my presence, if I say it's all right, but otherwise you should not. You have to respect. Use all tender and gentle methods. Never anything by which you show any disrespect to a saint. Of course, you are hitting the negativity in another person, I know that, but you have no business to do that, or to discard anyone, or to put somebody out of this thing. You will go down very much. This is a serious thing, one must understand. You have all the powers, you know how far to go. You must keep to your maryadas. Don't go beyond, because these things give you ego, and ego is the most dangerous thing which we face always. Try to improve your language. Be gentle. Be very gentle with each other. I expect that you will have many more people by the time I come. I expect fantastic things from you. I don't know if I should, but I have given you something so fantastic, so tremendous. It is unbelievable. I expect it from you, no doubt, because you are specially selected, and I have worked with you for years together. You have got the tapes in English. French people, poor things, they don't have tapes in French, and they have to be translated. They haven't got a book in French, and they have big problems of understanding me. But how dedicated they were, how deep they are. Each one of them came and said, Mother, I love you very much. I love you. I have many defects, and I offer myself to you. Will you accept me? All of them said this way. Just imagine. I mean, I was surprised how they were saying all these things to me, and the way they were understanding their defects within themselves. Now, we have to change our mode of behavior towards financial, material, emotional, physical, and all these things. For example, say one is married. Marriages should be successful. If your marriage is not successful and happy, you are not going to be blessed. Not at all. Try to make your marriage very happy and successful. That's very important. Marriage is the institution established by Adi Shakti. You cannot dishonor it. Do not play frivolously with your marriages. Then you must also allow the children to be born to you so that you get great souls coming down on this earth, by which we are giving them chance, a very good chance to lead a very happy life. But if husbands and wives are not happy, and even if realized souls are born, they have trouble with you, and they do not prosper well, and they have problems. So first of all, create a family of happiness and joy. Some people think if they get away from Sahajogis, they'll make a good happy married life. Is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. If you cannot make a happy married life in the ashram, you cannot make it anywhere else. First try in the ashram, but try. Otherwise you cannot make it, because then you understand how you share your life with others and your married life. Any such thing, like any material thing, like getting a house or getting this thing, that thing, is not so important. Your house should be clean within yourself, your temple of your heart. We are not here to build houses, not to accumulate money. We are here to build our temples within ourselves, real temples which are growing, which are the living temples of living God within us. So these material things are important up to a point, not more than that. Most important is not how you are substantiated by Sahaja Yoga, but how much you have substantiated Sahaja Yoga through. Many people think we should get a good house because we have come to Mataji. Yes, you do get. You get good jobs, all right. You get it. You get your financial conditions improved, all right. Everything happens to you. But how much have you given to Sahaja Yoga? In the way, how much have you substantiated? People think sometimes that if they donate money, that's sufficient. Is not. To enrich it with your heart, with your lovingness, with your friendship, with your sweet understanding of each other, enjoyment of each other's company in the purest form, not with any purpose or with any intention of getting any low type of joy or low type of happiness from somewhere ego-oriented or sex-oriented. But it's pure joy, pure joy. Purity is the theme we have to take to. I have tried to be purer and pure. And the purity will be shown brilliantly on your faces, in your behavior, in the whole being as you would be. Your presence itself will show that you are Sahaja Yogis. You won't have to certify. You won't have to wear some special dresses to say, but people will know from your faces that you are saints. From your behavior. You have to stand back in the last queue. You should be the people who should look at things, should not be the first unique to get into the thing first, into getting into the queue first. No, you are the last. Because you are with yourself, they are not. They have not their own securities. They are trying to find securities in these things. You have your own securities. Change according to the spirit, all your priorities. And then joy is your own. I really expect fantastic things from you. And I hope you all will join together and work it out and create something fantastic. I don't know how to tell individually about things, but as it is, I have already spoken to these Sahaja Yogis in Paris, and I have told them the Sahaja Yoga is a very speedy thing, and it's very speedy. It's such a speed, and if you do not keep with the speed of Sahaja Yoga, you will be thrown out. You have to keep to the speed of Sahaja Yoga. Those who cannot keep by some method or other, or get locked up by something or some misidentification, will drop out. You will only grow when you will keep to the speed of Sahaja Yoga. It is going to be tremendous in India. I know these 5 years are going to be tremendous in Australia. England may be, depending on your people putting up the speed. It's going to be tremendously speedy, and you have to understand that drop out all your shackles and drop out all your misidentifications, all nonsenses of fanaticism, or say of misidentifications as that you are British, this, that, all this, and just become Sahajogis and universal beings. It's very important. The time has come now. From next year it will start. So I wish you a very happy New Year and a very, very happy and cheerful Christmas. May God bless you.